So now let's talk a little bit about why most pay-per-click campaigns fail. As I talk to plumbing and HVAC contractors on a daily basis, and we talk about their internet marketing strategy, how they can generate more leads, how they can generate more sales, most of the time they tell me they've tried paid search. Like they did pay-per-click, and they did it in one of a variety of ways. They tried to do it themselves. That's usually pretty bad. They hired they hired a big pay-per-click management company. Like they hired Scorpion, or they hired Reach Local, or they hired Yodel, and they just put a ton of money into it. And there was leads, but there wasn't a return on investment. And they're like, man, I've lost my belief that paid search generates a return on investment. And so I want to unpack why that is, because there's some very specific reasons that your pay-per-click campaign probably failed in the past. First of all, it's usually a failure to understand the Google AdWords auction process and the complexity of the plumbing and HVAC industry. I'm going to unpack this a little bit in depth, but the fact is, it's not just about picking keywords and bidding more than the competition. There's a whole quality score process. Google wants to serve relevant results. And so if you don't build your AdWords campaign in a way that matches what they typed in to a text ad that speaks to that particular term, and then land them on a page that's congruent with what they were looking for, your quality score is low because you're not giving the customer what they were looking for. Your relevancy score is low, and you just don't get a great cost per click, which makes it really hard to get a good return on investment. And so a lot of times these big companies will come in and say, okay, yeah, we'll do your AdWords campaign. We can do it. We run massive budgets, but they don't really understand the difference between general plumbing and drain cleaning, or trenchless water heater repair, or trenchless sewer repair, or tankless water heaters. And so they just kind of want to lump it all into one thing without dialing in the specifics. And what I've found, and I'm going to show you real examples of this, when you get it dialed in, you can really get this right. So the reason it fails is because they try and set up one ad group for all of the services: plumbing, emergency plumbing, drain cleaning, water heaters, AC repair, and have one set of text ads, or maybe two, and then one landing page, or just the homepage of the website. And they're just trying to send budget to irrelevant terms with irrelevant text ads and wonder why the campaign didn't work. So they don't have specific ads and landing pages. And worse yet is that the page they're landing traffic on is not written for AdWords. It's really just written for maybe the homepage, or it's written more for a marketing perspective. You have to make sure that when you're driving paid traffic, like every single click, every single dollar, every single interaction on your page has to be held accountable. And so you have to have a really well thought out landing page that's being looked at, that's being scrutinized, that's being improved on a consistent basis to make pay-per-click work. And so what I found is these are the main reasons pay-per-click campaigns fail, and probably why your campaign has failed in the past. Kind of at the most broad level, they're taking all of their stuff, all of the keywords, and pointing it just to the homepage. And that's really a recipe for failure when it comes to paid search. So, I want to kind of instill a little bit of confidence in you that pay-per-click, when done correctly for plumbing and HVAC contractors, can work. And so I want to share a couple case studies, because to me, that's the most powerful way to learn. You can tell me, yeah, it works, but if you don't show me the numbers, you don't show me the metrics, I'm still not really going to believe you. So I want to share the example here. Peterman Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They're based in Indianapolis. Full service company, really a great company. If you meet Chad Peterman and Pete and Tyler, they're great guys. They really care about their local market. They provide awesome service. And we started working with them to help dial in their pay-per-click management campaign. And so I just want to show you, this is a dashboard showing their total investment in online marketing. So this was $12,000 in online marketing. That's SEO, pay-per-click, social media, as well as pay-per-click advertising. Out of that, they generated 521 leads. So those are phone calls and web forms at an average of $24 per lead, which is really good in a massive market like Indianapolis for things like plumbing and HVAC. And if we look at where these leads came from, you can see 135 came from organic, 202 came from paid search, so that's what we're talking about today. 150 came from Google Maps, so a total of 521 leads. Now, what I want to drill down on is the pay-per-click campaign, because if you can get an average cost per lead that is under control, you can get a great return on investment through paid search for HVAC and plumbing. So out of that total 12 grand, 10 of it went to the pay-per-click campaign. And it's really important that you know when you're running paid search, whether you're doing it yourself, you're paying another company, you need to know how much of your budget actually went to the platform. How much went to Google, right? How much went to Bing? How much went to Facebook ads? Because this is something that I get missed a lot. If you don't know how much you spent, how many leads you generated, what your average cost per lead is, there's really no way to scale. There's really no way to have things under control. So that's important that you know. And there's a lot of these big companies that they just want to take the money and they say, hey, don't worry about where we spent it. Don't worry about how much went to Google AdWords. And they kind of want you as the owner to be flying blind and have no idea. So you can see here $10,000 spent straight to Google AdWords, generated 202 leads, at an average cost per lead of $49. And so let's break this down. Let's look at the actual return on investment if we kind of drill into this. So 202 leads, average conversion rate of about 40%. So if we take in, the fact that some of the calls are from solicitors, if we take in the fact that some of them are hang-ups, and we take in the fact that not everyone can be converted, we get to an average blended conversion rate of about 40%. So 202 leads with a 40% conversion rate results in 80 booked jobs. Now, Peterman, they're really good. They do plumbing and HVAC. They've got a pretty solid ticket. I know that Joe Grady and Nexstar, some of these guys might argue that it could be higher, but an average ticket of $650 I think is very respectable as a multi-trade company. So if we take 80 booked jobs and we multiply that out by $650, that's $52,000 in revenue on a $10,000 spend. That's a 5-time return on investment. Pretty respectable, right? If we take $52,000 divided by 10,000 in spend, 5-time return on investment. So there's a multi-trade example, paid search in the real world being spent, generating a tangible, measurable return on investment. Well, I hope you got value from that video. If you'd like more ideas, strategies, and techniques on how to really more effectively market your plumbing or HVAC business online, I'd like to invite you to go to plumberseo.net/checklist. There we've outlined the ultimate online marketing checklist for plumbing and HVAC contractors to really maximize your lead flow online. This really simplifies the entire online marketing equation into a checklist that you can easily identify what you should do next and what you could do to really probably double, triple, or even 10x the number of leads you're getting for your plumbing or HVAC business online. So you can get that completely free of charge, simple one-page checklist with a video that explains and kind of walks you through it. Just go to plumberseo.net/checklist. Talk to you soon.